Hello everyone, good evening to you all. Welcome to the stream, thanks for being here tonight. Jackie, Justin, Clark, Lael, Carrie, Towan, Patrick, Justin, Lionheart. Welcome guys. Officially raid starts at 7:30, so we have a little bit of time. That time we should use... I need flasks. I have food. I need flasks. And I'm pretty sure that's all that I need.
I got what
what's the name? Flask of Steelskin? Yes. Oh, ouch. Ugh. Stuff is expensive. It's not cheap. I have 1,000 gold because we did a little bit of questing in Deepholm the other day. And between the gold rewards from the quest and selling the junk, I was actually able to make a little bit of money. And that will fund tonight's raid. And then we'll have to see how we're going to fund the next raid. I'm going to grab 4 of them to be safe. And if I don't use them, then I have them for next time. And yeah, that should be good.
The pleasure was all mine.
Guitar Junkie, good evening, buddy. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, so Blackwing Descent, that's in the Twilight Highlands? I think. Yes, no. That's Bastion of Twilight. Where am I traveling to? Where am I traveling to? Blake, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think a lot of times the evening streams are probably going to be endgame focused. So when I can and when I do get on in the evenings, it's probably going to be for like a raid night, or it's going to be for doing Mythic Plus in retail. It's typically what I end up doing in the evenings. I'm going to Blackrock Mountain. Okay. So I still have to get to the... I have to get to the Eastern Kingdoms. Maybe I should try to portal to Twilight Highlands. And then I could fly? I guess that might be the easiest way to get there. Or I fly up from Gromgol Base Camp. But I'm not sure if I even have the portal to Twilight Highlands on this character. Now that I think about it. Unless there's an easier way. Maybe taking the portal to Blasted Lands? Could be an easier way. Mike, good evening, buddy. Welcome. Oops. At least there used to be a portal here. Yeah, here we go. I think that's gonna work out. Yeah, either way, I mean, it's a little bit of a flight, I guess, but... This might be the easiest way to do it. Do I need anything else? One last check. I've got food, I've got flasks, I have repaired. My bags are relatively empty. I think I'm good. Craig, good evening. Welcome to the stream. I am doing great. Thanks for asking. Looks like invites are about to start going out. Craig, you'll figure it out, man. Hang around, buddy. You'll figure it out. I have faith in you. I have faith that you will figure out what we're doing. Yep. Whitney, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Johnny, where are you at, man? You're in chat, but you're not in the raid. So you're not raiding on your shaman at all. It's all about that elemental DPS, man. Right on. You didn't want to heal in the shaman. I hear shaman are pretty decent healers though. I don't think they're as fun as the Holy Pally is, but I'm a little bit biased. Alright, so momentarily here, I'm going to be putting Discord live. So like Discord, I have most people muted or turned down, but there is going to be some Discord chatter. If this is your first time to a raid night here on the channel, it's a little bit different than typical streams. I'm going to be much more focused on playing the game. I'm going to be much more keyed into what's actually going on the screen. I am going to be reading less chat and therefore interacting with less chat. I'm also going to be listening in Discord to a couple of the officers as they explain the fights and as we call out important mechanics in the fight, call out taunt swaps and things like that. So yeah, it's a little bit of a different vibe on raid night. Again, I'm going to be much more focused on simply playing the game, doing an okay job as a raider, and if we have wipes, or if we have downtime, or if we have breaks, then I will be able to interact with chat a little bit more during those times. But yeah, a little public service announcement, because the raid nights are a little bit different, and like I said, I can't read as much chat and I can't interact as much. It's just a limitation of my flawed physical form. I just can't do it. So I will interact when I can. Otherwise, I will be keyed into the raid. Thank you guys very much for being here. I truly do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. This should be a good time. We should kill some bosses. We killed some bosses in bot, so we should be able to kill some bosses here. Don't know how many, but we will find out.
Alright, can I get a resummon? Got everything I need now.
Discord, most of you guys are muted on my end, but some of you guys are live. You probably know who you are. Anybody raid leading, tanking, you are out of the mic.
Robert, you will be tanking with Wendell tonight instead
Perfect.
of Dalinar.
Perfect. And Wendell, what is your Discord name? Oh nope, your Discord name matches. That makes it easy. I can make sure that I can hear you, and everybody else can stay muted on my end.
Yeah, Rick Castle is the character. Wendell is the Discord name.
Got it. So yeah, basically everybody else, you'll be able to chatter and stuff, and it won't be picked up on the stream. That's why I'm muting everybody in Discord, except for the people that I need to be able to hear. That way you guys can chit-chat amongst yourself and stuff, and the stream doesn't have to hear everything. And you don't have to worry about what's heard on stream.
Alright, so we will be 2 healing tonight. We might have to 3 heal Nef. If we do, we will have to, unfortunately, bench somebody to bring in Dalinar to heal. But we'll see what happens when we get there. Not at this moment. We do have a full group at the moment of people that did sign up. And I know you signed up on the bench, so I want to make sure that the people who signed up for activity were the ones that are in. Rich Bright, I'm going to put Dark Intent on Drez if you want to put it on Massacre. All right, so when you guys pull these guys, we want to keep them separated. And we want them to kind of go down at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're always going to attack the mob that's on the left over here. Because they'll charge and switch spots with the tanks. And basically once they charge, you'll just taunt the one that hits you. Or they'll charge us. That did not happen last time.
Well, that's fun. Why is that happening?
I don't know, they all charged for Sprite for some reason. And he folded like a lawn chair. As a warlock normally does when they tank.
Do we possibly need to be
let's-
closer to each other? Instead of both of us being like quite far from each other and far from the raid?
Y'all do need to be separate, but
Let's be separate but a little bit closer.
Let me put some markers down.
Yeah, that's a good... I think we were maybe too far apart is the only reason I can think of why they might act that way.
But we'll take them roughly on square and X. Hey, y'all are good to pull whenever. Window grab him. It's so weird. Maybe it's because he's charging the farthest person from him.
Yeah, maybe the raid needs to be closer. I mean, and as long as no one in the raid is in front of the mobs, it shouldn't matter how close the people in the raid are.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. I think he charges the furthest person. So I think we needed to center ourselves with them. And that's why they need to die at roughly the same time. It's that damage increase. Anyway, back to the seafood feast. That is still here. Um, well, they prefer 2 melee because the 2 melee will be right there on top of him. Yeah. So, Phil, you're going to be one of them that's going to jump on top of him. Essentially, you're going to get like a vehicle-like screen, and you're basically going to point it at the spike on the ground and use the ability. Both of the people need to do it. I guess whoever is not being eaten by whichever tank is not being eaten by magma will be the one to jump on top of them as the other person. Since Dal said that worked. What we're going to do as a group as ranged. We're going to start over here on yellow. And I'm going to go ahead and mark myself. And we're going to, as the little spot spawn for the ads, we're going to move away from them as a group. And then we need to make sure the ads die. Do not let them reach their targets. So think of it like Cho'Gall. And throw down like frost traps and any slows and everything, work on them as well. Slows, freezes, stuns to make sure they don't reach their targets. They have a fixate, they cannot be tanked. We just gotta burn them down. They don't have a whole lot of health. Correct. Because of that, Phil, you will not be attacking them just in case one decides to charge at you. Since you're melee. It is the ranged responsibility. Yeah, we'll go ahead and lust on Pole. He does take extra damage when he gets spiked, but he's really not spiked for very long that I think to make it worth saving lust on. It didn't feel like 30 seconds. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll lust when he gets spiked. All right, stack up on star. All right, move. Kill those ads. Stack up on square. All right, kill ads. Stack up on square. Move, move, move. Jump on him. Bring him down. Stack up on blue. Alright, kill the ad. Stack up on blue. There's an ad right next. Alright, bring him down. Go ahead and get Ramble up. Oh, I just got 130k crit.
Very nice.
All right.
Finally, someone to deal with that unsightly pest. You have my thanks, heroes.
I'm rolling on that. Mastery.
Oh, okay.
Mastery is one of my best stats, I'm pretty sure. Thank you much.
Let me pull up my loot chart.
And that can go... I think I'm going to put it over Throngus's finger.
And all plus ones from Bastion of Twilight have been reset. They only last a day.
That is our first piece of raid gear. So that's very nice.
This might actually be DE'd. This is healer shaman gear. Nope. So this will go as a maelstrom crystal for the guild.
And while we are killing trash, I want to say thank you guys very much for being here tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hello to all those that I've missed if you've come in while I've been occupied. Raid nights are a little bit different than typical streams, as I'm going to be much more focused on just playing the game, listening to boss fight instructions from the raid leader, and things like that. So I'll be reading less chat, and unfortunately that means I'll be interacting a little bit less with chat. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much.
Alright, so these guys, they'll come out in a random order. When the next one comes out, we need to switch to it immediately because the one that's will get a shield, and you do not want to damage it with the shield. Whoever is tanking that one will move it away from the group until the shield falls off. Once the shield falls off, you can stack it back with the group for cleave. And we basically rinse and repeat. The one that we absolutely do not want to have any damage on when the shield goes out is the fire one, which is, what is his name? Magmatron. That does a bunch of fire damage to all players whenever his shield is damaged. Stay out of the poison cloud, but you can put the boss in the cloud so that they take more damage. If a power generator appears underneath you, make sure the boss is not standing in it, but we can stand in it to generate mana and do more damage. And we will lust on pull. It's 2 at a, well, so no, so basically the order in which they activate is different, but it's 2, it'll be basically once the second one comes out, there'll always be 2 of them at a time. So when the third one comes out, the first one that we're fighting, Arcanatron, he will deactivate. And he'll just look like the ones in the back are completely untargetable. DBM will give you a warning. Essentially, though, we will switch pretty much as soon as the next one activates, so we should be off of the boss before the shield gets cast, because it's about 2 or 3 seconds after the other guy comes out. All right. Move him out of that. Switch to Magmatron.
If you're ranged, get in the swirly for bonus damage. If you're heals, get in the swirly.
Yeah, you can stand in this glowing blue circle for bonus damage and mana regen. Except for me, because I'll kill you.
New boss. Interrupt.
His shield should be off, isn't it? Pick up Electron. Switch to Electron now. Bill, take that out. Take that out. You can bring Magmatron to the group once the shield falls off.
Yeah, I forgot.
Knives, get out of the group. Pick up Toxitron. Everyone switch to Toxitron. Stay out of that green. You can drag them into the green to take
Special
for them to
coming.
take bonus damage. Kill that. Or at least just don't let it reach. Switch to Arcana Strike.
Influence. Move force.
Get him out of the swirly. Everyone in the swirly.
Special coming. Intrude.
Oh, out of the swirly. Someone just puked in the swirly.
Interrupt.
Easy peasy.
Nice.
I saw that slime spawn, and I was like, oh, this is gonna suck.
That malfunctioning piece of junk.
Yeah, it was just, I think the green one's the only one you can't really stack with them if the swirlies are there, because then they'll come and pop in the swirly, and so we had to move. This might be DE2 unless hunters do dual wield daggers. I hate disenchanting weapons. It hurts my soul.
While we're between pulls, welcome to everybody who has joined. I really appreciate you guys being here tonight. As you can tell, I am very much focused on the game, so I am chatting a little bit less, but I really do appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me as we raid.
Interesting. If he had a dagger and like we couldn't equip it, like it wouldn't let him. We are going to... Oh, actually, which direction are y'all heading right now? I see y'all have already pulled some stuff.
Yeah, just one thing.
But did y'all go left or right?
Right when we come off the elevator.
Okay, we'll do that. Delay doing Chimaeron as long as possible. Resprite, you may want to resummon your minion. He's still chilling at the top of the stairs. Pets do not like elevators. Okay. The challenge on this fight is dealing with the ads. If we push them too fast, the ads that are still up, we cannot kill. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to interrupt. Where is it? 1 second. Let me verify this real quick. They might all spawn at once if that happens. Yeah, so I think it'd be better to just let him get the cast off, and then hopefully we can get enough green potions to kill them all. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Robert's gonna be on Maloriak, and then Wendell is gonna be on the ads.
Alright.
They gave me the
So
easy
he can
job.
better keep aggro on them while kiting them, since he has ranged abilities. And then Valizi's going to drop frozen frost traps, and then the mages, if you can help out and freeze them whenever they pass by you. And then as soon as he throws the green potion, we all switch to the ads and nuke the living hell out of them. So we're gonna put the trap. The two places where they spawn from is these two locations, pretty much. They'll jump down from here. If you look over here, it's these little tubes, these little tubies. So any of those two locations is a good place to start the trap. Make sure you're interrupting Arcane Storm, and then make sure you dispel Remedy. So whoever can dispel, I believe Hunter, you can strength stop that. You might be able to spell steal it too. So if you can do that, mages also try to spell steal.
Yeah, I think they can. If I'm thinking of the right boss, anyway.
And when he transitions into phase 2, that's when we lust. Because at that point, it's a DPS race. And Robert, you're just going to take him around his cauldron, and then Wendell's going to kite the mobs in a wide arc around you, like a rainbow.
There can be no disruptions.
Yeah, just in a U shape, pretty much.
Master waiting mustn't fail again.
Horseshoe, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Mix and stir. Apply heat.
Where are they at? Did that get interrupted?
Somebody interrupted that second cast after the Arcane
do
Storm.
not interrupt release aberration.
Only the Arcane Storm gets interrupted.
What they lack in intelligence, they make up for in veracity.
Dispel force.
Strip
Where are they at?
flesh. Harvest the
They're right here. Pull him back into position. Robert.
Yeah, he killed me, and I don't know why. I'm trying to get him back.
Oh,
veracity.
He did a flame breath. Maybe something I was supposed to move out of.
Strip the flesh.
okay.
Harvest the organs.
What was the flame breath?
Okay, let's go ahead and wipe it and clean up.
Okay.
Did you say wipe it?
To waste.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Scorching Blast. Maloriak breathes fire, inflicting 400,000 fire damage among all targets in a 70-degree cone. But so you want to face him towards the raid for that.
That's an important one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the name of the ability?
Scorching Blast. It's when
All
he has
right.
the red vial. So whenever he has the raid vial, just point him towards the raid. Now, it's 400,000 divided among all targets in a 70-degree cone up to 60 yards in front of him. So pretty much if he faces him away from the cauldron, he's good. When he has the blue vial, he's going to do an AoE called Flash Freeze around a random player. Basically, if you get targeted with that, you want to move away, and then we got to free him. You want to make sure you're not within 5 yards of anybody doing that. So at blue phase, we're going to spread out. Red phase, we're going to stack up on me. Green phase is just pretty simple. It's literally just nuke the ads, then get back to the boss. All right, so we will start a little spread out, and then once he does the first vial, then we'll get in position. But I will, I'll put myself in the center here so that that's where we can stack up. Yeah.
Be no disruptions. Mustn't keep the master waiting. Mustn't fail again. Mix and stir. Apply heat.
Stack up on me. Stack up on blue.
My failings will be your downfall.
Dispel Horse.
Dispel Remedy.
Did I get them all?
My
There's one
failings
more
will
over
be
here.
your downfall.
Oh shit.
How well does the mortal shell handle extreme
Spread out.
temperature change? Must find out. For science.
How the
What
fuck
they
did I
lack
miss
in
it?
intelligence, they make up for in ferocity.
Dispel Horse. Spread.
Wish he's gonna
My
do green left.
failings will be your downfall.
Spread.
This one's a little unstable, but what's progress without failure?
All right, switch to the ads.
Dispel Horse.
Dispel remedy.
What they lack in intelligence, they make up for in ferocity.
Get boss back in position. There's an aberration on the boss.
What they lack in intelligence, they make up for in
Alright, I got him.
Dispel remedy.
mix and stir. Apply heat.
Back up on me.
Meet the brawn to my brains. Prime subjects, devour them.
Yeah, lost.
Shockwave.
Spread out. My bad. That's the one that we had stepped inside on.
Dispel boss.
It transitioned real fast.
Shockwave. Shockwave. Dispel boss.
I'm dead.
Yeah. This is gonna be a wipe. As soon as he transitions, like as soon as we left, we need to spread out. So that that thing doesn't go towards everybody, because that's what killed half the group.
Just about, Phil, just about.
I have mammoth if you need to step outside and repair. Just find a place where it'll let me mount.
You gotta go out close to the summon stone.
We'll get him this attempt, for sure. If we had known to spread from the fire on the last attempt, we would have got him, like, no problem. I don't think anybody was expecting the fire patches on the floor, and, like, basically everybody just stood in them and melted. But we will get it this time. It's funny, doing these fights, I start to remember these fights from back in the day. For some reason, I had blanked most of these fights from my mind. And then, like, when I went back and watched the videos to study, and then especially this raid in particular, like, I have, like, very vivid memories of doing this many, many times. But, like, before being reminded of these fights, I had completely forgot about these fights. It's like, I did them so many times, and I just, like, kind of blanked it out over time. But yeah, I definitely remember all these guys from original Cata. For some reason, the only raid that stuck in my mind until recently was Firelands raid. Oh yeah, we struggled with this one back in the day as well. But back in the day, I was doing heroics. Like back in the, it's kind of funny. Yeah, back in the day, my guild rated heroics. So we would do normal the first week. The first week we'd go in, we'd see normal, we'd learn the fights a little bit. But by the second week, we were trying to progress on heroic. So yeah, they were definitely hard.
Yeah, it's been a while since I looked it up.
The actual grind doesn't take that long. It's just the fact that you have to do it is the big problem.
Yeah, and I'm lazy sometimes. That's the big problem. I'm just a little bit lazy sometimes. I procrastinate way too much.
But you've got the feast.
Yeah, but to be fair, all I had to do was pay 1,000 gold to another guild, jump in that guild, and buy the feast. So,
Well, no,
I mean,
you also had to make the feast, though.
yeah, I paid another guild 1,000 gold to jump in their guild and buy it over there. And then I come back. Yeah, that's true. I do a lot of fishing to try to get what we need, so that way we have feasts and things of that nature.
Eventually, my paladin will hit 85, and we'll have an alchemist to make cauldrons with.
Yeah, right now I've got herbalism and skinning on my Tauren Pally. Eventually I'll end up doing a couple different professions, but...
Alright, once we, basically once he gets close to, once he hits 25%, we need to spread out basically immediately so that stripe doesn't go the same place. Essentially, if he faces you, you gotta start strafing. Alright, let's get sweaty.
5, 4, 3, 2.
There can be no disruptions. Mustn't keep the master waiting. Mustn't fail
Oh,
again.
what the hell happened there? My bad.
Stack on me. He is gonna do red first. It's the same order.
How well does the mortal shell handle extreme temperature change?
Or not. I thought it was the same order. Spread out.
For science.
Because it is random every...
My failings will be your downfall.
Oh, hell, I'm frozen.
Dispel horse. Spread.
Yeah, make sure that there's no one within 5 yards of you.
What they lack in intelligence, they make up for in ferocity. Mix and stir. Apply heat.
Stack up on me.
Anybody got an aberration on them that I didn't see?
I don't see you.
Oh,
I mean, they're kind of frozen in place, consuming flames on me. What?
What they lack in intelligence, they make up
Yeah, it's just a
for
dot.
in ferocity.
I freaked out there for a second.
What they lack in intelligence, they make up for in ferocity. This one's a little unstable, but what's progress with...
Alright, switch to the ad. There's some over here.
Yeah, I was getting them when you said switch to them, so... I think I've got them all gathered up.
Someone's got to hit that. Someone's got to hit that. Oh.
Get remedy off.
In intelligence, they make up for in ferocity.
Spread out.
Need to wrong to my brains. Crime subjects,
Lust.
devour them.
Shockwave. Dispel horse.
What the hell? Keep those ads away from him. Keep those ads away from him.
I'm moving them.
Shockwave.
Alright, we're good.
Wasn't expecting him to
Nice.
come that way.
It's alright.
It's a little bit messy, but still good.
Nobody important died. I don't know what killed me. I suddenly got like punted into the fire.
We never did see eye to eye. Good
Oh, we did get an
riddance.
achievement. Some of us. Good deal.
Okay.
I mean, if we got somebody that can use it.
I don't. Alright.
Looks like we got a BOE epic.
You do have to equip it. I do have to point that out. If you're rolling it for main spec or off spec, you have to equip it. Well, I tried. Yeah, I know. I don't have an offhand for it either, but I figure if we win it, then we can put an offhand on it. We can get an offhand pretty easily.
Well, at least, you know, we have somebody that can use it.
Yeah, Massacre's gonna put it on.
We only need one tank for this fight, right?
Watch him equip that. I'm kidding. I trust you. Window's sitting there with G/G kick in his macro. Normally I would free roll that, but that's a weapon, so.
I mean, you know, if we ain't got anybody that can use it, then we could just, you know, free roll on it. But
What you need enchanted, Maz? Do you got the mats? Because if you got the mats, I can put your enchant on. Yeah, I'll put up a portal. I'll let you enchant that since you're using it right now. Go ahead and let you do that while we pull the trash. Give me a second, because I gotta mark the trash. This has to be done in a specific order. That is definitely worth putting Power Torrent on. The only weapon enchant that I don't have is the tanking one. Sorry, tanks. Yeah, Vert has everything.
yeah, Bart has it, so we should be all right as far as that goes. But I already missed the chance to get my weapon anyway, so.
Alright, so these have to be killed in a specific order. Well, not a specific order. The most important thing is that Moon dies last. So we're going to do Skull, X, Square, Moon. That is the kill order. As soon as one dies, they will all heal to full, and they'll gain the ability of the one that died. That's why Moon has to be last. Phil, can you sit on Moon and pop his shield and interrupt execution sentence? Just make sure he doesn't get that off.
Okay, I got Rooted, I got Whirlwind, and I got Dead.
You don't want to be in there for Whirlwind. You gotta pop his bubble. Yeah, think of it like Ignatius from Captain Planet fight. Basically, if he finishes that cast, whoever he's targeting dies instantly. That's why he has to die last, because if he dies first, then all three of them will be casting it. Listen, welcome to Cataclysm. We'll do that so we're not having a whole bunch of chain lightnings going out at once. Alright, make sure you split aggro on those guys. You don't want to be taking all 4 of them.
Stuns make me mad. I can't hit buttons when I'm stunned.
Yeah, don't worry about interrupting. You should be just attacking square right now. That's why we're killing him last, so that there's not casting like a bunch of chain lightnings.
Maloriak, how gracious of you to finally appear from that quarantine you call a laboratory.
Ooh, I got a lockbox.
This time.
Maybe there's a lockbox in the lockbox.
Apologies for the disturbance, my liege. But I believe I have something you may be very interested in.
By all means.
This is the prologue to Dragonflight.
Oh yeah, we forgot to
Yes.
forget to resummon Mass.
Extracting agents from the blood of various dragonflights.
Well, I think we sent him the initial summon. It just took him a little longer than 2 minutes to do his enchant.
Beyond sight. Senses beyond this realm of mortality.
Okay,
Atramedes, your master.
this fight
beckons.
is a little bit more complicated, but he's not too hard.
I
We're gonna,
present to you experiment number
Valizi, I'm gonna have you
21463-.
clicking the shield when he starts casting. Sorry, my children are very loud. When he starts casting Steering Flames,
It appears as though
make sure you're dodging
experiment
stuff
has
and make sure you don't point
failed. Has gone completely
his breath at the
blind.
raid. He will target a random player to do his breath. And so essentially if he faces you, just everyone else move away from that person.
I will dispose of him immediately.
Whenever he goes in the air,
Not yet. Object of your
he's gonna target 2 people with beams,
value.
and the beams will get faster and faster until you can't outrun them anymore.
Leave
That's
now.
when someone needs to click the shield to interrupt that. I'm gonna have Phil, if you can be on shield duty while he's in the air, because while he's in the air, you're useless. Yeah, so you and Rambles will kind of manage the shields during that portion while he's in the air. So anybody who is being chased and is running out of space, just kind of call out shield and we'll flick a shield. We will start at blue, like for shield clicking, and we'll go counterclockwise around the room. Correct.
One
As soon as you use it, he breaks it. So we're gonna we will try to not use the shields during the air phase for as long as possible. That way we have them for that. As long as you're dodging everything, you should be fine. If you ever reach 100 sound, he will instantly kill you.
Is this a one tank fight?
It is a one tank fight.
Alright, I don't have much, but I'm gonna go DPS spec then.
Actually, Wendell has a ret spec,
Perfect, let's do that.
and he does have a left.
well, let me go get my weapon because I forgot it.
He doesn't
Alright,
have
we
his
got
weapon
a,
because he forgot it. Can't do much DPS without a weapon.
Yeah, no, why not?
We can summon you.
I'm just so used to tanking that I don't think about grabbing my ret stuff half the time, or
Yeah.
well, about 99% of the time. So.
Yes, it resets everyone's sound. If we're seeing that people are dying to sound, we can click the shields a little bit more often instead of just during the flames, but we just want to do it during the flames because it interrupts that and there won't be fire in the room. I'm going to send out a ready check. Do not click it until you're actually ready. I hate this fight. I hate this fight because it's hard to pre-pot for it. Just let me know when you're ready, right? Yeah. And someone calls for it.
Alright, got my trinkets, my bracers, and my weapon. And I'm switched over to red. So, I'm ready whenever.
Alright, Rambles. Whenever you're ready, click the bell. And then
Incoming.
you'll just kind of go to the, bring him to the middle of the room. He's blind.
I have no need for eyes to see my enemies. Your clumsy footsteps and foul stench get in the way.
Watch your step.
Yep, just dodging stuff.
Watch your step.
Death waits in the darkness.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's the problem.
From searing flame.
Watch your step.
Get the healer up instead of me.
That was my fault. I forgot to click off my Righteous Fury.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, so I
Watch your step.
guess you outrun that breath.
Reality of it all.
You definitely can't eat it. Yeah, when he targets you with that breath, you just need to run to the side, just strafe through it, and everyone else run the opposite direction as you.
Run. With every step your heart loud and thunderous.
Go ahead and click.
Almost deafening. Escape.
Watch your step.
Alright, you just need to run from that breath.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Make sure you stay max range from him as you possibly can. He's got a massive hitbox. Click it.
Damn, it is pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah, no, he's huge.
Oh, us too.
You know,
I didn't realize-
Valizi's practically behind the shields hitting him. Yeah, that's why if you go max range, it's a little easier to dodge them.
Watch your
Damn,
step.
man, that's a huge hitbox.
Alright, he's in the air. You guys are doing great.
Run. With every step your heart quickens.
Well, if we end up wiping and blaming on me,
Go ahead and
I'm cool.
click since he's chasing you.
Almost deafening. You cannot escape.
It's alright. Yeah, and then he did switch again. He just targeted you twice. He just got bad RNG.
Watch your step.
All the shields on the starting side are used up, so make sure you're on the other side for Valizi. Did y'all lust? You should have lusted
Nope.
on pole. Mindy, can you use time warp?
Watch your step.
Yep, there it is.
Guess I should have mentioned that.
AOE incoming.
From searing flame.
Watch your step.
Well, DPS ain't too bad, I guess. Considering most of my gear is tank gear.
Watch your step.
Yes, run. With every step your heart quickens.
Feel free to just go ahead and click it.
Loud and thunderous. Almost deafening. You cannot escape.
Yeah, go ahead and click it again. But don't click another one right now just yet. Let's see where he goes with it. Or if he lands here soon. Yeah, okay, cool. He's landing. You can go ahead and click it to get some extra damage on him and leave that last one for the last Searing Flames if we need it.
Watch your step.
Yeah, feel free to click the shield.
Watch your step.
he's not too terribly hard.
Nice.
A nice bow there.
Oh.
Trinket too.
Now that was really unnecessary.
Alright, I gotta go buy it real quick.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Kalen's what I was trying to say is once everyone's gonna be like on the same side as the gongs that we're hitting, and then when we switch sides, that's when y'all want to move to the other side. But as long as people aren't getting hit by the rings, most people shouldn't be taking any damage necessarily. It is still technically main spec. Also, I'm pretty sure our hunter got a weapon last week. Oh no, so he got the crossbow. Was it last week or was it literally Tuesday?
It was Tuesday.
Are you passing on that, Robert?
I'm at +1 anyway. I'm not going to waste rolling a 99 when I'm already +1 piece of
Okay.
loot, you know?
Yeah, I got you. Well, yeah, but as a +1, it would go to you anyway. Since you don't have a plus yet.
What's
I still think the DPS warriors would outperform. Because what
Yeah,
makes prot do so much damage is vengeance.
yeah.
And so they have to be actively tanking the boss. And if they just do crit and whatnot, they would lose some of their survivability stats, like mastery. Mindy, are you gonna roll? Both of y'all have a +1, so this is a fair roll. I would lose so much hit is my problem. That I would actually start missing. Oh, that's the wrong direction. I like Nefarion's little quips as you kill these bosses. Like when you kill the dragon, he's just like, well, that was just unnecessary. That's just rude. He used to give a temporary title when you killed Maloriak. It was like something like the Slayer of completely useless things or something like that. Like 30 minutes. Okay,
Seafood down for who needs it.
so this boss. Healers, there is no point to heal anybody above 10,000 health except for the tanks. So if they're over 10k health, leave them alone. Whenever they do the feud, everyone needs to stack up for AoE healing. That's whatever you want to then heal everybody to full, because that's when the bot goes offline and we are no longer immortal. We're gonna lust at what phase is that? What 20%? Maybe 25% just to make sure that we get some good damage on at 20 to give people time to give healers a chance to heal up real quick, because as soon as we get 20%, we become unhealable. So yeah, let's do 25%, and then at 25%, as he gets close to 25%, we're going to go ahead and well, actually, we're just going to be stacked up anyway. We'll just blast out everyone with heals and then get everyone up. Let me talk to Pip.
Anything super important to know from a tanking perspective? Any swaps, adds?
So y'all want to swap whenever you get the debuff break.
And then the other person takes the double hit, right?
Yep. Yeah, so pretty much or I guess
or
I'll pull the boss.
Or
Stack up on me.
Well, shit.
Defensive. AoE incoming. Defensive.
Remember, 10k health is all we need.
Defensive. AoE incoming. Defensive. Defensive. AoE incoming. Danger, danger.
Alright, so this is where we would then heal everybody up.
I've got 2 stacks of break on me, so. Well,
AoE incoming.
that did not go well.
It's okay.
Defensive.
I'm gonna have y'all talk to the gnome.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
He didn't pull immediately last time, and I guess he didn't do it that time either, but as soon as he walked in front of him, he woke up and he wanted me. This dungeon hates pre-potting. Bye.
I mean, I guess technically I could just bubble and jump, but you know, I'll be all right.
So if I start with the boss and he does break, Wendell's going to taunt. He's going to take the double hits. Can I then immediately taunt back after the double hits, or should I be waiting for something to fall off? Like, is it possible to taunt back too soon after the... Because the whole point of the taunt swap is to make sure the person with break does not take the double attack, right?
Correct. So you want to make sure he does the double hit before you... so basically, as soon as he gets hit, you need a taunt. And then you'll hold on to him. You'll take the double hit. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, you hold on to him until he gives you break. And then Wendell taunts. You still don't want all your healing to go away. And I don't know how often he does break.
Wendell, do you want him first, or do you want me to take him first?
You take him first, and then I'll take the double hit.
Okay.
I have more health, I'm pretty sure. Probably be safer that way.
So then I'm going to go let the little dude out when we're ready.
Yeah.
If you want to do a countdown, I can just pop him out at the end. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. He takes a minute to walk around.
Yeah, we'll wait until we have the little buff thing, and then you're free to pull. Aspect of the slow is on.
All right, let me know when.
All right, go ahead and let him out.
Defensive.
I didn't taunt soon enough, I guess.
Defensive.
Oh, that's right, spread.
AOE incoming.
Remember, you do not have to heal us to full. We only need at least 10,000 health. Anything else is wasted mana.
Defensive. Defensive. AOE incoming. Defensive. Defensive.
Alright, I'm up to 4 stacks of break.
Danger, danger.
Stack up, stack up, stack up. Yeah, as long as you're over 10k health. This is where you get your chance to reset your stack.
And he's dead.
Heal everybody up during feud. You
AOE incoming.
Alright, so we're gonna make one little change here.
Defensive.
When he does feud and we stack up, Drez, I want you to use your Trank to get everyone to full health. It looks like, based on our DPS, we're only going to get the one feud.
Defensive. AOE incoming.
Watch that happen, Maz.
Hardest boss in the game. Okay, we want to be loosely spread during the first phase, mainly because, not just because the caustic slime's really going to do any real damage to us, but because of that reduction in our hit.
Everybody's gonna be fat on seafood by the end of this raid.
We're going to develop an allergy. And that 10-second pull timer is just in case, for whatever reason, he doesn't pull automatically before it's over.
Which part? Getting fat or the allergy, Sprite?
Probably the allergy. That's heresy anywhere around the coast.
Need assistance?
In Chesapeake Bay, it's more like crabs and lobster. Here in the south, it's shrimp and crawfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's when basically you're going to blow healing cooldowns to get everyone up to full, because at that point we can die. And we want to be stacked up because the caustic slime actually does split damage between everyone it hits. We don't have to worry about that during when feud's not going on, because he doesn't we can't be killed. Yeah, you spread back out after the feud, especially if we're doing as much damage as we are right now. Because he's going to transition shortly after that, and we need to spread way out. Because we become unhealable, and he becomes untauntable. And it's basically just to kill him before everyone dies. Alright, go ahead and let the bot out.
Help! I'm trapped
Defensive.
Whoever didn't do Mike, can you hit Kings real quick?
It'll take the place of Mark of the Wild, right? I think Mark of the Wild's better.
AOE incoming.
Maybe. I
mean, I can do Kings real quick, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it takes the place of Mark of the Wild. Mark of the Wild has one higher resistance.
Okay.
So, I learned that a couple days ago, actually. I didn't really actually know that until a couple days ago.
Defensive. AOE incoming.
Oops.
Defensive. Defensive. AOE incoming. Danger, danger.
Stack up. Trank now.
He got a relatively big hitbox too.
AOE incoming.
Feud's over.
Spread out.
Defensive.
Go ahead and left. Use your health stones.
Defensive.
Damn it.
Defensive.
Go, go, go. Good job, guys.
Nice. That was close.
Nobody important day.
Just 2 dead tanks. No big deal.
Just the tanks, no big deal.
Honestly, that's the only 2 people you want to die in that fight.
Right, yeah, for sure, because the DPS can finish it once the tanks die.
Yeah, because it basically becomes old berserk strategy where you just spread out and run.
Impossible until now.
Right.
Hey, guess what dropped? Rogan Feral Druid. If Trez wanted to start a Feral set, he would have been set.
There's some cloth boots there, so.
You don't have to do the 99 for off spec, by the way, Trez. We know your main spec. And main spec over raw spec is based on whichever spec you're entering the raid as. So if you enter the raid as a tank, your main spec for that night is tank.
I'm going to go AFK for 1 minute here. Maybe we want to do a 5-minute break?
Yeah, we're going to do a small break before Nefarian.
Nice. Cool. I'll be back.
Yep.
Guys, thank you all so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you guys joining me on the stream for the raid. Welcome, everybody. I have not been interacting with chat. I have not been reading much of chat. It's a little bit different to stream a raid, but I appreciate you guys being here as my focus is on the game, on the raid, on the group, and on the stuff going on. But yeah, thank you guys. I don't know if we're going to get this one down. If we do, it'll be a guild first. They've killed everything else in here, but I don't know if they've got Nefarian down yet. But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back momentarily.
finale. I take it you are in good spirits, prepared for the final battle. Then gaze now upon my ultimate creation. Rise, sister. Behold the broodmother, Onyxia, reborn. Perhaps my finest work. My dearest sibling.
All right, we are back. Looks like we're probably still on a little break here. We have a break timer. We sort of have a break timer. Okay, we got 30 seconds of break left. It's a quick break. We've been doing really good. I've been really, really happy to be here killing bosses. This will be an interesting fight, though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I'm gonna throw out some more seafood real quick.
Okay. Yeah. I want to take a poll here. Do we want to nuke Onyxia and just transition as quickly as possible, which is what most guides kind of recommend, or do we want to try to DPS Nefarian down a bit and then bring Onyxia down?
Let's see if we have what it takes to do the nuke, and then we can go from there if we don't.
Okay. Alright, give me a moment to set up groups here. I'm going to temporarily move people to group 3. This is just so that y'all know where y'all are going.
Yeah, because we got to split up for the different platforms. So.
Can I hit all the platforms from here? I can. Alright, one of us is not going to get a healer.
Well, it'd probably be best, well, for me to not have a healer, don't you think? Because I can... I got Lay on Hands and I got Word of Glory.
Okay, yeah, so these dragons do, as Sprite says, these dragons do dragon things. So
Right.
you don't want to be in front of them and you don't want to be behind them.
Alright, so I'll pull Anixia to the right and put her, head this way where we're standing now and her tail the opposite direction. And then Robert can take Nefarian when he comes down and do the same thing on the opposite side of the room. Have the head facing one way and the tail facing back the opposite direction. And everybody can just go to the middle. All the DPS and heals. Does that sound like a plan, or should we do it differently?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Nefarian, or it's not Nefarian, so Nixie, we'll do that. We should be able to burn her pretty quick though, so. But yeah, the lightning, they want to go either in front of her or behind her. Because during the lightning, she won't do the tail swipe or nothing like that. So.
Sorry, Drez, I'm trying to figure out if I should move somebody into group 2 with y'all to make it a 4-man group. I'm just looking at the meters real quick. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll bring Valizi over. Alright, so you do want to interrupt this mob's cast when you're on your little platform. So group 1 is going to go to green. Group 2 is going to go to purple. And group 3 is going to go to blue. So group one is green. That's Maz, Kalen's, and Phil. Group 2 is Drez, Mindy, Ramble, and Valizi. And group 3 is the 2 warlocks and Wendell. I figure we have a little bit of stealth heals that we can kind of work with.
That's funny. The Holy Light and the Demons.
And then Wendell can kind of off-heal us too while we're over there. During phase 1, Onyxia is going to go to purple, it's going to go to the right side, our right side right now, and we're going to face her away from purple. So her tail should be pointed at purple. Nefarian is going to go to the left, and his tail will be facing blue. Ranged will be in the middle. Once Nefarian lands, that's when we'll move over to that to the center of the platform. But at the beginning, until Nefarian lands, we're going to be kind of next to green, so that we don't risk getting smacked whenever Nefarian lands.
All right, and I'm thanking Onyxia and Robert Nefarian.
Yes. And then one of y'all will grab, we'll need to taunt the ads. Since we're going to just try to burn Onyxia down as quickly as possible, it really doesn't matter who grabs them.
Okay.
We just don't want DPS to have them. Go ahead and throw down a frost trap, though, on ranged and whatnot, so that they get slowed. And you could also make sure mages y'all are using y'all's freeze at the beginning, so that we can get away from the mobs. Alright, I'm going to put the groups back so that healers aren't being stressed. Correct. The ads will die on their own as long as they don't get hit by fire.
Yeah, there'll be
Which during phase 1 is impossible, but...
Rob, thank you for the 6 months, man. Thanks for being here tonight. I really appreciate it.
How the shadow flame animates their bones. They fight at my command.
Come on.
Get him up. Oh wow, okay, never mind. Both of our healers just died.
Yeah, that lightning's dangerous.
Curse you.
Alright, yeah, as long as that lightning is avoided,
One's possessions must be
we,
made extreme.
I can already tell it's going to be a fun
so
fight.
just wipe it, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I've got to repair.
Yeah, that lightning has to be avoided, though.
Aelin got meleeed.
Can we get a heal out, or not a heal, but a repair outside real quick before we go on?
Okay, so that's what we want to do. So basically, we're going to position ourselves actually in the middle. We're not going to worry about Nefarian's landing. As long as whoever's taking Nefarian gets a taunt and gets aggro of him before he lands. We want to basically, as soon as she starts casting lightning discharge, we want to get behind her, because while she's doing that, she does not do tail lash. And you don't want to be directly on her sides when she's doing the lightning. Oh, do we need a repair?
Yeah, we've died a few times, and I'd rather go ahead and get it taken care of before in the middle of the fight something breaks.
Yeah. Let me step outside.
I don't think I have to worry about it, but there's always the possibility that something will snap in the middle of the battle. And
Yeah.
For the record, I was fully repaired
I'd rather
before the
just
raid.
go ahead and be taken care of.
For the record, I did repair before we came to raid.
There we go.
Yeah, this fight's going to be a doozy.
76 gold repair, no big deal.
Well,
Potential customer.
it's much better than what it is in retail right now. It's like 500 gold.
I haven't played retail. I got my retail pally up to 62 in Dragonflight, and
That part, but
own one.
I felt like the jailer thing was unnecessary. I think,
Right, that was kind of dumb. I will agree.
but I
Looked
did
like
like a lot of the lore and background for the different zones and everything like that. The zones are really cool, and the whole purpose behind them. It was just the reason for being there was dumb, and then the maw was just the worst thing in the world.
Phase 2 or 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot longer than I stuck around.
shadow flame animates their bones. They fight at my command.
Stack up on square. Ow, he teabagged me. He is still doing it. You need to move him. Adjust his position.
Alright, so Nixie is down.
Such callous disregard for one's possessions must be met with extreme force.
Let the lava carry you up.
Uh-oh.
Make sure to interrupt that cat.
Interrupt 2.
Am I on the wrong platform?
No.
Ramble's on the wrong platform.
What? Wait, what? I thought I was Group 2. Group 2's blue, right? Group 2's not blue? Where is Group 2? Group 1 is triangle. It doesn't make sense for me to be on the other color because I'm over here. So I either have to end up on triangle or I have to end up on square because my dragon is on this side. Yeah, I assume square.
You're grabbing Nefarian.
Yeah, I assume square because it made no sense for me to transition over to diamond. Like that's not going to happen. I'll die to lava.
We're gonna swap the position of Onyxia and Nefarian then. Or actually, no, sorry. We're gonna just swap the position of the groups. Sorry. Robert's group will go on to purple, or will go on to square. The Warlocks and Wendell will go on to purple.
Yeah, okay.
That's so much easier than trying to mess around with the positioning that we've been using for the last 2 weeks. That was a good point.
Look at that, I'm solving problems. I am a problem solver.
That's alright, we'll get it. See,
Valizi, you are... Valizi, it's Valizi, Drez, Ramble, and Mindy are going to blue. Rydcastle, Jiv, and Resprite are going to purple. Everyone else is going to green.
Then we have to interrupt the blast waves, for sure.
Yeah.
I will also say this, and if there's a reason for it, maybe I just don't know it. Would it be more valuable to have the heads of the dragons, i.e. like where the tanks end up standing, pointed towards their respective like colors? Because if I point the head away from blue, I'm going to have to transition through the lava, which means I could potentially take more lava damage.
Yeah, that's fine if you want to do it that way.
Yeah.
The main reason why I initially had y'all doing it that way is because it was just less movement at the very beginning. But if you'd rather just have less movement to get onto your platform, that is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, I got to run around and pick up the ads before he comes out anyway, but it's going to be much easier if his head is at blue, so I just have to back up to get on the platform. I swam through lava last time and just took some unnecessary damage trying to get over there.
Okay, yeah, I'll take Onyxia up. I'll put her head.
We're going to try to stand at her tail, like on her, just barely on her side, just before we're on her tail, and that way when she starts casting electrocute, we'll move onto her tail, so we don't take that electrocute damage. The other option, if y'all want to, is you can, if you want to, Wendell, is you can rotate her when she starts casting that. Whichever one you think would be easiest for the group.
Okay. Yeah, I'll drag her up to purple, her head up to purple this time, so. And I'm going to be doing the interrupts, Sprite.
Yes, Drez. You, Mindy, Valizi, and Ramble are going to blue. Yeah, we switched because Nefarian's going to be over near blue, and that just is less travel distance for the tank.
See how the shadow flame animates their bones. They fight at my command.
Come this way. What are you doing?
Back on.
Discharge is coming in 5 seconds.
That's a disgusting word.
No, yeah. Oh shit.
There's an ad in melee. Sorry, in range. I thought that was good enough.
I'm having a big problem figuring out where these ads are coming from or getting to these ads before they seem to be running right to the healers.
They kind of drop into the middle.
That and trying to get the dragon when he comes down, like, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work out.
We could have...
I mean, some of them drop, like the one appears on the side, they don't all come in the middle. I mean, if they're all coming in the middle, then everybody else doesn't need to be in the middle because it's going to drop right into the mess and start attacking people right away. Like, I have 2 ranged abilities. I can taunt one thing and I can heroic throw. But once I do that, once I'm still getting heals, it's going to peel right off me and go after the healers.
Yeah. We'll have Valizi also help misdirect. We'll I'll reposition the range a little bit. We'll, instead of being near the back end.
I can tell this fight's going to be my favorite fight of the raid.
I wish it was kind of obvious where they were coming down, but it's not like Maloriak where you can actually see the And then don't forget to use your Frost Nova if there's a ad within melee. No, we definitely want Time Warp for the third phase. Once we have Nefarian in position. And Nefarian is literally, we're going to move him to where we're tanking Onyxia. And then we're going to reposition ourselves on near Star. And then we're going to kind of move with the fire.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
See how the shadow flame animates their bones. They fight at my command.
Get out from in front of her.
It has been a pleasure.
Okay, so that is independent of the breath. Okay. Okay, Wendell, you'll have to face Onyxia the way you were prior.
The way
Because-
we were.
Yeah, you will, because that breath, she started casting that breath while she was doing discharge.
Okay.
And so we can't make that adjustment with the risk, because we definitely can't get hit by the breath. We can take a tail swipe, but we can't take a breath.
Okay. So I'll just face her back toward where we come from to start
Yeah.
with. Okay. Not a problem.
Yeah, and they do have to be far enough apart that they're not getting the Children of Deathwing buff.
Yeah, because I'll have a second to hit the purple platform before the lava starts coming up. So
Yeah. Dress can also, I think Dress can do it, cast Stampeding Roar.
I mean, I made it from the corner over here to the blue platform before the lava really started coming up. So I should be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go to the back, like,
You basically got to go behind her.
yeah, right up her ass, pretty much. Whenever it's ready to. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that. I'm trying to find that sweet spot. Beat up on by Nefarian, or
I mean, we can give that a shot. I had 2 of the ads on me with Onyxia a while ago, so either way, I don't matter to me. I mean, I've got better range than Robert does.
Does it seem like our ad's still coming out after Nefarian's down? Because I had all the ads that I saw on me. The dragon came down, I grabbed the dragon, and I saw 2 more ads in the background behind both dragons. Like, how many fucking ads are there exactly?
there's a few.
Yeah, I had a few. There were at least 2 more. I don't know. let's keep pulling it. Maybe something will click.
It doesn't specify how many. It's just that early in stage 1, before he lands, Nefarian summons animated bone warriors, but I don't know how many of those there are.
Apparently up to a shit ton.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe.
Alright, got Robert and grab Onyxia, and I'll grab Nefarian and ads.
Yeah, and just take Onyxia to where you were taking Nefarian, Robert. No need to change that positioning. That'll be fine. This is just a test run.
See how the shadow flame animates their world. They fight at my command.
Well,
I need to pull her a lot more to the side. She's gonna be way too close to Nefarian.
Do I need to pull Nefarian over?
Yeah, pull him over.
Alright.
Anixia's almost down, but so are you, Wendell. Alright, there we go. Stampeding Roar.
Disregard for one's possessions must be met with extreme force.
Alright, I'm at purple.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 4.
Alright, ours is down.
Alright, he's transitioning. Wait until he's in position. Alright, go ahead and hop down. Everyone on the star, except for the tanks.
I have tried to be an accommodating host, but you simply will not die. Time to throw all
Alright, go ahead and hit lust.
aside and just kill you all.
Let me know when the ad's popping, I'll go ahead and grab them.
AOE incoming.
Alright, there's one. Oh shit.
Every 10% he's gonna crackle. Crackle incoming.
Incoming. Special coming.
Is there any other ads I'm not seeing?
They're not up yet.
Yeah, I got one on me.
Well, there's one.
AOE
Crackle.
incoming.
But I'm not seeing it out. There's one. Shit, I taught the wrong thing.
Special coming.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You've got Nefarian now is the problem.
Alright, Robert's got him now.
Special coming.
Flesh turns.
Alright, I'm going around the top.
It has been a pleasure.
Special coming. AOE incoming. Special coming.
Oh, yeah.
Flesh turns to ash.
Is there any other ads I'm not seeing?
I don't see any.
Okay.
Special coming.
Keep them out of the fire.
AOE incoming.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust as quickly as I can.
Shit, I'm dead.
Special coming.
Yep.
What? Yeah.
Robert, when you grab Nefarian in the last phase, can you go to triangle and then rotate him so that he's parallel to triangle? Like that'll give us that whole area to move around for fire, and that gives Wendell a lot of room to move around.
Parallel to triangle. Let me go down and take a look at it, and
Yeah,
I'll tell
so,
you if
like,
I understand what the
yeah.
hell that means.
So see how Onyxia is facing triangle? You want him to broadside triangle.
Okay.
So like perpendicular to how an Ixia is right now, but you want to basically
I
on top of the triangle.
failed geometry, so those are all very smart words, and I don't know what they mean. But I will put his flank to the pillar, and I will put his head facing to the left of the pillar, I guess.
Perfect. Perfect. You basically want his other side nuzzling up against the pillar. For you, Phil, you do have to adjust to fire. If fire appears on the side that we're on, you just essentially will have to kind of move out of the fire and be as close to the fire without actually being in it. And then eventually, once you run out of room, you kind of gotta move to the other side. And then, Robert, if fire spawns on you, just kind of move as if you're walking him around the room. In a counterclockwise direction. And then we'll just adjust based on that. That way we constantly have him broadsiding, and we don't have to worry about him rotating on us. And it's a lot harder for Wendell to accidentally taunt him.
Yeah, I went to taunt one of the ads and accidentally hit Nefarian instead. And...
It happens. Other than that, that was a really good pull.
Yeah, that was best one we've had so far. That was really good. This is it right here. It's over. Fucking, he's down. I just want the achievement, to be honest. I want to say that we dropped him, and you know.
How does healing feel for the Crackles? Are you guys doing okay with getting everybody back up? We're not pushing them too fast, but we're also not every 10%. Correct. The only time we want to be really careful about Crackles, which since the way we're doing it, we don't have to worry about it, is if we were DPSing him while Onyxia was up.
Yeah, that would be rough, I think.
Okay. Well, so I'm blowing everything except for my 10-minute cooldown and Lust. So like you should be popping your big cooldowns, because by the time Nefarian's down, your 3-minute and your 5-minute cooldown should be up. The only thing I would save is 10-minute cooldowns.
Yeah,
Not a lot of classes do. Like I have my Doom Guard and that's it.
See how the shadow flame animates their bones. They fight at my command.
There's an ad spawning over by Onyxia.
Yeah, there's another one up here by our head.
You really have to want it.
Nefarian's up. Son of a bitch.
Oh, we've already got. No, just wipe it up. We had people die to the lightning. So, I'm trying to position myself as much to her side, as close to her tail as possible. It's a bit of a struggle, but dead to Nefarian. Okay.
Keep my mouth shut there, Star.
Guys, are you consistently getting aggro on Nefarian whenever he's getting ready to land? Like, are you like his, are you his butt buddy? I'm wondering if you can give him a blessing of salvation just before Nefarian lands to clear his threat.
Oh, shit.
Or bop him. You could bop him.
Can he still cast if he's
Yeah.
bopped?
You can still cast spells while you're bopped.
Well, I guess it's Hoff these days, but
The crackle won't protect. Bop won't protect you from the crackle, because the crackle's magic damage. Bop is only physical, but it will clear threat. But I guess it would make you immune to his tail swipe. Yeah. So the second the first crackle comes, just go ahead and bop Drez.
see, I'll try to hit him a couple times more to get a little bit more threat on Nefarian.
Yeah, maybe save your wings for when he comes down. That way you could just blast him with threat. You'll have plenty of time for, I mean, you won't really be using your wings during phase 2.
No, not really. I mean, it's only a 2-minute cooldown, so I probably could, but
You're just not going to have a chance with the boss.
See how the shadow flame animates their bones. They fight at my command. Curse you mortals. Such callous
Did he just now land?
dispossessions must
he's
be
been down for a second, but
forced.
Oh, because I was like, he's definitely out of position.
yeah, he landed, and by the time I got ready to move him, he was hitting Shadow Flame,
Interrupt.
Yeah, no, he's a bit of a jackass.
so I couldn't move him at that point, and I was like, come on, hopefully they get him down.
Interrupt team. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 4.
Sorry, we're a little slower over here.
Yeah, ours is down.
Wait for the lava to go away.
I have tried to be an accommodating host, but you simply will not die. Time to throw all pretense aside.
I've still got threat on him, so
You all.
there we go.
AOE incoming.
Ads. Where are the ads?
They're underneath.
I'm stunned.
AOE incoming. Special coming.
There's a add-on ramble.
Not anymore, there's not.
Alright, cool.
AOE incoming. Special coming.
Crackle incoming.
AOE incoming.
Oh, fire.
Special coming.
Range, we're gonna switch sides.
Flesh turns to ash.
Run through his belly.
Am I missing any ads?
I don't see any.
Oh shit, I'm about to die.
Special coming. Special coming.
Flesh turns to ash. A pleasure.
Robert's down.
Robert's down.
Special coming.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, maybe.
Special coming.
Okay. That gauntlet is too long. Is it y'all are running out of mana? Is that what's happening? Alright, let me run out.
To be fair, back in the day, we used to 3 heal this.
Okay. So we need to, basically we just need to put some more damage on Nefarian in phase 1, get him down a few percent. Right, so let's do this. My concern is that if we do it the other way, you guys are going to be oohing before the last phase. Or the tanks are going to be dead. What I'm thinking, maybe if we take everyone but Phil and put him on Nefarian, we could probably deal damage to Nefarian while they finish off on Nixia. Or maybe Phil and who's going to blue? It's Valizi, Mindy, and so let's do Valizi and Mindy stay on Onyxia. Everyone else go to Nefarian. And when you go to Nefarian, try to position yourself as far away from Onyxia as possible, because her discharge ability only goes 60 yards, which I know is a lot, but they have to be pretty far apart anyway. If that becomes too much for the healers, then we might not be able to do that, but we can try it for this one. Is it 50? It says within 60 yards. No, they need to be 50 apart, but I was saying, like, if we get 60 yards away from Onyxia, we won't get hit by her discharge. So that'll lower the amount of raid damage going out, and the people that are staying on Onyxia, Drez, Rambles, Mindy, and Valizi, will still do the thing where they go behind her. Well, except for, obviously, Rambles won't, but to avoid the lightning. So let's do that. And we'll just switch when Nefarian lands. And we'll just try to get as much damage on Nefarian as we can. She should still transition pretty quickly, because we're getting her down to like 20% health or less. And then Wendell, you'll just need to kind of blow cooldowns to stay alive.
See how the shadow flame animates their bones. They fight at my command.
Alright, switch to next. He needs to be way further.
Yeah. How's that?
And he still has the bot.
You really have to curse.
Yeah, they gotta go.
Such
Wow, that is
callous
way far
disregard
apart.
for one's possessions must be met with extreme force.
And then Onyxia's still dying real fast.
I'm gonna tank this dragon with its head facing triangle in the first phase. It's gonna be less positioning, and it's not gonna matter.
Pleasure.
I don't know if that's part of like why they're not far enough apart. I don't know where else I'm supposed to take this dragon to get it further apart. If I go any further, I'm taking damage from the heat fence.
Yeah, you have to practically be.
And
on the heat
I
fence.
don't like ending up where I'm ending up, which is like just to get it far enough away. I'm like kind of behind this pillar, and I know I'm probably line of sighting a healer at some point. So I'm just gonna try to turn her and somehow get her in the opposite direction. I don't know. This fight's a pain in the ass.
The other option would be if we have some people DPSing Onyxia. Not Onyxia, sorry, Nefarian. Instead of the ads in the second phase. But I think we run into that similar problem. What are you doing, Valizi?
You got to repair. Yeah, Valizi said he needed to repair.
He was just trying to summon himself at the stone, and I'm sitting here on my mammoth.
Alright, I need a minute. I'll be right back.
We're actually burning Onyxia incredibly fast. Is there any reason... Well, no, because we can't really, we can't delay phase 2 because one of us is on a platform without a healer. And so we won't survive the crackles. There is an alternative option we could do. Which is bringing in a third healer.
Like I said, we used to 3 heal this back in the day. Just saying.
There's some groups that do. I know whenever I did this, our group ended up doing a third healer, but we were also, we weren't bum rushing on Nixia.
We used to 3 heal the entire place back in the day. Now granted, we were progressing on Heroic back in the day, but yeah, we had 3 healers for everything.
Yeah, Heroic.
Until we geared up. Once we were fully geared up, and then there were some fights that we would run 2 healers on. But besides that, like any fight that was tough, we just ran 3 healers.
But yeah, but I think we still ran into that same problem. Other than the tail swipe, I think the healers by that point were still and that's why the tanks went down at 30%. Now, granted, by removing a DPS and bringing a healer, we are lowering our DPS. So whoever we swap out, we are going to swap out one of our lower DPS. Thinking. Let me ask Dal if he's okay with being staved up to Neff.
While we sort this out, I'm going to AFK for a second.
Yeah, take this moment to bio and everything while I talk to Dal and see if he's willing to get himself saved. You also have a +2, so like the odds of you actually getting something off Nefarian is pretty low. You got some pretty good loot today. Oh wow. The hell, Matt? You have a heroic offhand? Dude was just waiting for that sword to drop. No, Maz, who won the BOE sword, he had a heroic offhand to pair with it, so he was actually the most prepared to use it. Let me ping him on Discord. I think if we get the 3 healers, we could probably try to do the damage on Neff instead of nuking Onyxia down. Because it'll be a lot easier for them to keep the tanks up. Or should we just go back to the nuking Onyxia strat, knowing that it'll be easier to keep the raid up during phase 3? I think we'll go back to nuking Onyxia and see how that goes for the healers. If we're still getting then we might need to be putting some damage on Neff. What do tomorrow's signups look like? We still need a tank for tomorrow. We still need... Cool. Dal switching over. Okay. Alright, Mindy. Tomorrow is, we're going to try to do Throne of the Four Winds if we can get the people together. And what I'll do is we'll do just like we did with Bastion of Twilight, where we will just kind of, if we don't, we'll move it to the next day and just kind of try to do it. And then if Throne goes well, we'll come in and do cleanup on the other bosses. Or try to do cleanup on the other bosses. So we're only going to be doing these bosses, cleanup bosses, if we clear Throne within a good, timely manner. All right, Mindy, I'm going to go ahead and swap you out for Dal. thank you for coming. We definitely appreciate it. Congrats on the loot you got. I'm going to put up sign-ups for next week's raids. We're going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays again. That seems to be working for everybody. As for the bonus raid, if y'all have a preferred day to do that third bonus raid day, while we're still having to spend more time clearing these two, let me know. As of right now, it's going to be on Fridays or Saturdays. That way we're not kind of raiding 3 or 4 straight days, giving people breaks. And I kind of want to try to avoid raiding on the weekends if we can, unless people...
I did get loot. Yeah, I got a trinket. No, I'm happy with what I got. Like typically, like 15 wipes is enough wipes for me, basically. But I'll be happy to try this a couple times with 3 healers and see if we can do it with 3 healers. But yeah, like 15 wipes is a good amount of wipes. Also, it's late for me. Like my typical raid night ideally goes from 7 to 10 my time, and we are 20 minutes past the 10 my time. So I'm struggling to stay alert, and in alert and in a good frame of mind. It's reminding me of like many long raid nights back in the day where my guild wanted to keep pulling and keep pulling and keep pulling long after I was ready to be done healing. But yeah, we'll give it a few tries with 3 healers and see how that goes.
So we're going to Zerg rush Onyxia again. See how that goes with healing in phase 3. If for whatever reason we do need to extend phase 1 and y'all are still running out of mana, then we will. But I feel like 3 is the magic number.
Like the crazy part is, like, for me, like I struggled through these bosses already. Past me learned these bosses already. Past me killed these bosses already. And past me did it on heroic, because apparently past me was just a better player than present me. So like that's like an intellectual, like, existential struggle, is that past me has done all this stuff, and past me did it on harder difficulty, past me did it better. So it's kind of crazy to be here doing this. I'm getting all kinds of like just like flashback vibes from like my mid-20s. Like, yeah, I already went through all this. I'm like having like fucking deja vu. It's like Groundhog's Day.
10 plus 30%.
See how the shadow flame animates their worlds. They fight at my command.
Oh, that's right, you're doing it this way. Alright, everyone on me. Phil, position yourself on her back left foot. Yeah, where I'm at right here, you don't get hit by tail swipe or electrocution.
There's an ad coming your all's way, but I got Nef over here. Am I far enough away? Yeah, I'm dead.
Alright, let's just wipe it up and reset. Dal, I will need you to be butt buddies with Wendell during that portion.
Did anybody notice if I was far enough away from Onyxia with him?
And you died so quickly that he repositioned himself almost immediately.
Okay.
But basically, you just gotta pull him as far away as possible.
I'll try to pull him farther.
Alright, I'll step outside, Kalins. If you guys want, you can step outside to repair real quick. Let's get everyone on the same durability.
Yeah, I didn't even really have time to recognize that I needed to even attempt to lay on hands myself. I was like, oh, dead.
I feel like that part, Nefarian Landing, is the hardest part of that fight for the tanks because there's just so much going on. Like, Robert has to worry about Onyxia suddenly beating the crap out of him, and then
I'm also grabbing any ads that are loose or in near me. Like if it's an ad and it's near me and I see that you're not able to pick it up, like I'm grabbing them so they're not killing the healers.
yeah,
Yes.
and that's what y'all should be doing because honestly, with Onyxia, the whole goal is that Onyxia dies as quickly as possible. So if Robert gets aggro on some of the ads, then it's
Yeah, a couple of them
deal.
spawn right near me, so don't bother chasing down the ones that are coming down right near me. I'm just gonna grab them.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's what happened the first few. I was having trouble grabbing all the ads.
Yeah, because
trying to grab Nef
if
too.
you run back to try to grab the ads that are near me, that dragon's gonna come down and you're gonna have him right on top of Onyxia.
Yeah. See, that happened a couple times. So.
Yeah, get the ones you can on the far right of the room as we're facing it, and I'll handle, like, if a couple of them come down on the left side, I'm gonna grab those as they run into the group.
Okay.
Yeah, and then if by some miracle the ads die on you, then you can start peeling them off of Robert, but that's not going to happen during phase 1.
Yeah, probably not. Seafood down. Yeah, I said that a while ago and it didn't quite work out. Hopefully you got a little bit more luck than I do.
As long as we don't wipe at 40,000 health, I feel good. I feel good because I found that sweet spot where range doesn't even have to worry about swipe or the electricity. And
That's good.
It's that back left foot. It only took me 12 pulls, but well, like, as long as we stay in that spot once he gets her in position, we won't have to worry about it.
See how the shadow flame animates their bones. They fight at my command.
Oh, hang on. On me. Oh, a little bit to the left.
Where's Nef? There you are. Come this way, asshole.
A little bit to the left.
Sorry, I'm not trying to line of sight you down. Alright, am I far enough away now?
Yes.
Deal.
Okay, I guess I was wrong. I guess it's not really a sweet spot. It's not perfect, but
Curse you, mortal. Such callous
oh my god, I didn't even realize where you had him.
must be met with extreme.
He's like in Australia.
Well, I was just trying to get him away from everybody. Best I could.
Definitely.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt.
Alright, ours is down. I can only hit Nef every like 10 seconds.
Sorry.
But
If your ad is dead, Make sure you're damaging Nefarian.
Yeah, the fir-
He's gonna crackle pretty soon after he lands.
Alright, I'm gonna stop hitting him so way Robert can get threat.
But you simply will not die. Time to throw all pretense aside and just kill you all.
And I'll try to find these ads when they spawn up.
Crackling.
AOE incoming. Special coming.
I'm trying to find the ads. Is there any other ads I'm missing?
Flesh
I don't
turns
see any.
to ash.
There's one in range.
Incoming.
There's a couple in.
Yeah, I'm
There's
trying
fire in range.
Special coming.
I panicked. My bad.
Flesh turns to ash.
Y'all come with me. Now,
Crackling.
AOE incoming. Special coming.
Fire moves it around.
Flesh turns to ash.
I'm going around behind him.
How we feeling on mana?
Special coming.
Remember to use self heals when you can.
Flesh
During the crackle.
ash.
AOE incoming. Special coming.
It has been
Oh, I'm dead.
Special coming.
Oh, I'm having trouble getting them all.
Raising.
AOE incoming.
Crackle.
Special coming.
Come on.
There's one in ranged. Fire in range.
Special coming.
flesh turns to ash. You really have to want it.
Special
Yeah.
coming.
4, 3,
AOE incoming.
1.
Yeah, we got cut off by fire.
Turns to ash.
I'm broken.
How did that feel mana-wise? Did it feel better? The same? Okay. Oh, right, repairs. Let me step outside. It's really hard for a warlock to judge mana.
Patrick, thank you so much for the Superman. I really appreciate that. It's definitely coffee in that mug. Yeah, it's 100% definitely coffee. Mm-hmm. Because it is a coffee cup. And coffee is what goes inside of it.
Yeah, we'll do
Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here. This has to be kind of a painful watch for some of you guys.
Through healing and whatnot.
So I appreciate you guys hanging out for it.
Hopefully we won't need a couple more.
It's interesting for me because, like I said, like I remember struggling with these bosses. I remember learning these bosses. I remember like the whole pain process of it. You know, from 11 years ago. So it's interesting. I had forgotten these bosses for a long time. And then I watched the videos for these fights, and all of the memories started to come back. It was like I had blacked out all of like the bad memories of just like the nights wiping and wiping and wiping. My brain had like basically locked all those memories away to the point where like the only memories that I had were Firelands memories. And then I started watching these videos, and then I got into the fights, and I was like, oh yeah, no, like I learned all this already. And I wiped to it hundreds of times already. And now I'm doing it again, which is the definition of insanity. Blizzard has tricked me into being an insane person, not only doing something once, but then repeating the exact same insane process again. They got me. In 20 more years, we'll be playing classic Cataclysm Reforged, and then I'll be as a 72-year-old, I'll be relearning the fights again for the third time. That will probably be enough to break my mind entirely, and like whatever sensibilities I have left at that point will certainly flee me. So yeah, it could be a fun ride. Are we gonna get it? No, probably not tonight. I don't want to jinx it. There's a problem, and the problem might be me. I might be the problem. I'm having a hard time discerning. This fight is all the other fights were great. You know, we wiped a couple times. People got used to the mechanics, and then we went back and we killed the fight. This fight is a huge pain, and it's a long fight. And like a couple of things go wrong, and that's it. That's the fight. So yeah, will we get it tonight? I don't know. I want to just believe yes we will, but we haven't really gotten him super close. Get those monkeys out of here, Amy. This is a no monkey zone. Get those monkeys out of here. Yeah, it's been a long one too. I'm 36 minutes past my end of raid time. So we'll see how many pulls we got left in us. Thank you guys all for being here and hanging out though. I really do appreciate it.
Shadow flame animates their bones. They fight at my command.
Like positioning this dragon is like parking a semi-truck.
Curse you. Such callous
So Nixie is dead.
possessions must be met with extreme force.
Interrupt 1.
You did not interrupt that window.
I know. I don't know. I switched targets somehow. That's my fault.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 4. Interrupt 5. Interrupt.
Crackle incoming.
AOE incoming.
I have tried to be an accommodating host, but you simply will not die. Time to throw all pretense aside and just kill you all.
Take him over to X.
AOE incoming. Special coming.
And to avoid fire, Robert, remember to move to your right, not your left. That way you stay close to the group.
AOE incoming. Special coming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Damn it.
Special coming.
4, 3, 2, 1. Flesh turns to ash.
AOE incoming. Special coming. Special coming.
3, 2, 1.
Careful, guys. There's fire real close to
Oh,
y'all.
he cut off my counterclockwise route, so that's out.
Okay, run, we're ranged kind of get to this other side if you can, but otherwise don't.
AOE incoming.
Crackle incoming.
Oh,
That kill window.
Special coming.
Flesh turns to ash.
Yeah, we gotta do damage to Nefarian.
That's what it takes to kill
this
bosses.
phase.
I got like 1 or 2 pulls left in me. We're getting to my bedtime.
We're hitting the wall.
Oh yeah, we've been at a wall for a while. This whole boss has been a wall. But to be gracious,
Okay.
I'll give it a couple more waves. But yeah, we're not
So-
killing this thing.
When Nefarian lands, we're gonna just all switch to Nefarian. And we're gonna DPS him down. We're gonna try to get him to like 70% if we can. And then we'll push Onyxia.
I guess it's a good thing I brought so many of the seafood with me.
This is kind of how I predicted tonight was going to go. We were going to have a pretty easy time with everybody, but this fight.
Sorta, yeah. kind of.
It's just a complete difference in difficulty. Like, it's a massive difficulty spike. Kind of like, this is kind of what you learn to expect with difficulty into heroic. So we're gonna have you give you a boss that's kind of a heroic difficulty level boss before you get this dungeon. Yeah, I think it's just a simple situation of, I don't think that our damage is high enough to sustain that long in the phase before we start getting overwhelmed with fire and Wendell starts getting overwhelmed by the ads. Because the longer...
This is the last boss of this raid. Cyberchild, good evening. John, thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you everybody who is here and everybody who has been here, who I have not acknowledged, not talked to, completely ignored. Raid nights are a little bit different for the stream. I do not do a lot of interacting with chat. I try to remain completely focused on the game. Even if nothing is going on, I am trying to intellectually and emotionally absorb our defeats. So yeah, just less interacting. So I do appreciate you guys being here, even though it is a little bit of a different vibe and I haven't really been reading chat and I haven't been responding to chat. And I am sorry for that, but that's kind of how raid nights are going to be. That's kind of what I have to do in order to be able to raid and keep my head like in the raid. I have to pretend like I'm just raiding. I can't be like a streamer the way I am during the day when we're questing or doing mythics. I really have to just get my head into the game and like just act like it's my 100% my focus. So yeah, a little bit different than what we typically get. But I really appreciate you guys being here and hanging out. Because yeah, when you're watching somebody beat their head into a wall, it's not always the most entertaining thing. So thank you guys very much for being here this evening.
The shadow flame animates their bow. They fight at my command.
Come this way. This way, what the hell? Nope.
See, that's what I was worried about, is the crackle after coming right after that. Okay, we'll figure this out, but that's gonna be it for tonight. It's getting late. People are getting tired. We're gonna give ourselves a concussion if we keep banging our head against this wall.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I think we'll get this eventually. I don't know if it's like a gear thing. Maybe everybody just needs a smidge more gear. Maybe it's a comp thing. Maybe it's just a stars aligned thing. But yeah, we gave it a good go.
I think it's definitely a gear thing right now. The healers need to be able to heal through the electricity and the crackle. And maybe. I feel like a shaman would have been good to have, because we could have had Healing Tide. So we could have run Strength for 1 Electricity/Crackle and 1 Healing Tide. And then maybe having a Priest as well. I'm not sure.
More class diversity would be good. just in general.
Yeah, just a rotation of healing cooldowns. Thanks, guys, for coming. Congrats to those who got loot. Just kind of fill those gaps. Valor is pretty easy to get. And we're always willing to run heroics for people when we're online.
Yep, thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your night.
Yeah.
And guys, at home, thank you all very much for joining me this evening for another raid. We got every boss down but the last boss, so, you know, it was a good night. It was a good time. For me, it's really weird, like, the more I do these fights, the more it all starts coming back to me. I remember, like, my original guild and, like, the struggles we went through getting these bosses down on heroic. And it's really crazy to think that, like, 23-year-old me was doing these on heroic. I was healing them at the time, so like a little bit different. Parking the dragons is very hard. It's hard to parallel park a dragon when you're a tank and the dragon has to be like a certain way. So it's harder to parallel park a dragon than it is to do that with a car, it turns out. But yeah, it's been an interesting night. We got a trinket, which is awesome. We got a smidgen more gear. And so, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to make tomorrow's raid. They're going to try to do Throne of Thunder tomorrow, I believe. But I don't know if I'll make that one. If not, I'll be back next Tuesday evening with another raid. So, yeah, thank you guys all again for being here. Really do appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.